Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tough act, post lunch, coming and speaking to a hall. It's tough, but I'll try to make it as interesting as possible so that you don't go to sleep, So I think, first of all, I'd like to congratulate PSTD for organizing this fabulous conference. It's a multi-city, I suppose, events. It's happened in Karachi, Lahore, and now they've come to Islamabad. The entire HR, I think, fraternity of Islamabad is sitting here. You are the people who really shape organizations' culture. And I think culture is where it all starts. We are living in a time where there is this fabulous technology which is coming in. There is change in society where diversity, equity, DAI has become extremely important. And I think ability of the young to do things which some of us learned after 10, 15 years of experience. So the learning curve has gone like a hockey stick up, straight up, So how do people who are in leadership positions like me, who have almost 30 years of experience, run organizations which are primarily, going to be manned with a lot of people, young people, with total different aspirations. Employment for life is out. People come, they want to have a certain level of skills, they want to learn it and move on. So change is always difficult for people who are not used to. Leadership positions are generally with people who are not used to change. That's the biggest paradox we have. You come from a different generation, you had different experiences, and now you're leading a team which is totally in a different mindset. So this change has become much more acute and visible in organizations in the last 10 years, I would say. Prior to that, it was much more slower. And the AI, the communication revolution we have gone through. And so in FFC, if I really go back and look at my organization, we are currently, so just for some, I think you just saw our thing. So we see ourselves as a company which provides food security to Pakistan. I don't call ourselves a chemical company or a fertilizer company. We are actually, working in this country to provide food security. You're almost 250 million people. We are going to be very close to, in the next 30 years, close to almost 400 million people. The land of the Pakistan is not going to change. So same land, more people, how do you feed them? And that's where, so the first application of artificial intelligence or data science is really going to be in areas where you have immediate, you're solving a pressing problem of, let's say, the big problems of the country. Maybe agri-tech is an area which we have already embarked on. We are already doing, providing precision farming type of solutions on 25,000 acres of Pakistan. And this is a very, very large number, and the idea is that we will take it up very, very fast to the next, we'll double it maybe every season. On the industrial assets, obviously they're using a lot of raw materials. Climate change is a concern. So you want to conserve everything. You want to conserve energy, you want to conserve water, you conserve all sorts of raw materials which you're using. So you produce, using less, produce more. These assets which you saw are going to see significant and very large investments in AI-based solutions. We are picking up the best technology. Great. So you've got technology solutions for the farmers, you've got technology solutions for your industrial assets, but what about the people? The most important. And that's what we are all concerned about. So when you talk about people, I think there's going to be a lot of reskilling of the organizations. As they said, when we were growing up, there were two basic skills one had to learn. One was a language skill and the other was a mathematical skill. I'm not talking about everything else, you know. Entire life, there are only 2 skills which you need, you know, basic jo aapke skills aapke paas hone chahiye. I mean, obviously social skills and other, you know, skills are extremely important, but those are the basic skills, you know. I think coding is going to be another one now. If you can't code, or basic coding is like not knowing A, B, C, or Aleph, Be, Pe, or 1, 2, 3. If you don't know coding, you're going to be very, very inadequate very, very soon. A lot of jobs are also going to become very enhanced because you'll have access to so much of data. Now, you are not going to call people from IT to come and do data analytics. Expectation would be that you will be able to program something which is useful to you. If you know basic coding, you'll be able to do it, you know. A lot of this learning is online available. So a lot of people who believe, you know, so that might make some roles even redundant, you know. Trainings, self-paced online trainings are going to be where most investments will be done by companies like us, you know, because it gives us a much, you know, bigger scale to expand those things. So HR generally has to see itself as the leader of this new culture, which is going to be very science and data driven. It's difficult because we generally been trained to operate in a manner where we have taken things at our own pace. Now the speed with which world is changing, if HRs don't evolve and they are not the key people who are, you know, championing this change culture, they will feel irrelevant in organizations. Because you exist, HR exists to support the business. And if it is seen as one of the key support of this new business environment, they will be relevant. And if they are not seen as relevant, something else will replace. I don't know what, but something will replace you. So I think in the end, I mean, I like to sort of leave my keynote on, I think the culture of learning is extremely important. Years of experience are going to be very fast replaced by more skills and ability to learn faster. Learning agility will become extremely important going forward. Unlearning is another part which the organizations will have to emphasize a lot more than we were doing. So we are very focused on learning new things. You will have to unlearn your old ways also, because that is as important as learning something new. In our organization, we are currently going through a merger, an acquisition, and potential future project, a data-driven upgrade, all this. And people say, you know, these are the kind of paces most of the organizations will go through very, very fast. And expectations will be deliver tomorrow, not deliver 1 week later. Because when the organization's speed immediately goes up, demand on especially the support departments will be very high. And they have to find ways to really deliver. And so I think promoting young people, delivery of a new employee, you hire 50, 100 people, they need to be productive in next 6 months, because their entire career span with you might be just 3 to 4 years. So that's another challenge which organizations like us will face, because there's very high mobility of people now who want to come in and they go out, you know. So how do you make them productive very, very fast, and they deliver and they are satisfied, and then they move out if they want to. I will end it here, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I think happy learnings in afternoon. Thank you very much.